Hello everyone and welcome to ASU ACHA Hockey YouTube's presentation of ACHA Division I Men's Ice Hockey. I'm Brett Vaughn alongside my partner Niall Cooper as the Arizona State Sun Devils ranked 24th in the Division I rankings play host to the University of Arizona Wildcats ranked 11th in the top 25. And now Arizona State didn't have the greatest weekend at home last weekend.
Unfortunately, Arizona State, they didn't come out the way they wanted to against the visiting Rams. Colorado State really kind of dictated the play. Arizona State felt like they were kind of playing from behind, not really dictating anything the way they did when similarly against Utah when they came to town. And that's not going to be a recipe for success if they do that again tonight against a really good Wildcats team.
Now, both of these teams played earlier in the season down in Tucson with Arizona State coming out on top, but this is a different Arizona Wildcats team coming into tonight.
Yes, very different. Different trajectories ever since they played earlier in the year. The Wildcats right now coming in with a lot of momentum. They're playing some good hockey lately. They played against a lot of good teams, and ever since they played Arizona State, it seemed like they've really started to come together as a team. They've had some great goaltending lately, and they're going to give Arizona State all they can handle.
Folks, we'll have puck drop and starting lineups in just under a few minutes here on Arizona State ACHA Hockey YouTube.
Fans, at this time, you know what time it is. It's time to... At this time, fans, we ask you to please rise if you are able. Kindly remove your caps and enjoy the playing of our national anthem.
Hello everyone and welcome in to Mount America Community Iceplex as it's the number 24th ranked Sun Devils playing host to the number 11th Arizona Wildcats. I'm Brett Vaughn alongside my partner Niall Cooper, and let's introduce tonight's starting goaltenders. For the visiting Wildcats, it'll be number 30, Nicholas Sepinen. Sepinen has played every game this season so far, U of A, except one, sporting a record of 4-3-1. For the Sun Devils, it'll be number 29, Chase Ham between the pipes. Ham came in relief last weekend, ended up getting the loss against Colorado State. As we just about have puck drop commencing here on campus in Tempe, and this is the first rivalry between Arizona and Arizona State on Tempe's campus here at Mount America Community Iceplex. For the Sun Devils, it'll be Chase Quas and Cooch for the forwards with Kate Olson and Ty Marchant on the back end. And the opening draw will be won by the Wildcats. The puck there, Luke Busby. Over to Olsen. Chase will chip it out. Usually in these rivalry games, both teams really come out hot, a little too eager, so it'll be interesting to see who's going to be able to keep their composure at the start of this one.
Yeah, you know the head coach and staff of Arizona State, leading up to this game, the talk was really, if nothing else, about a good start. The last 2 weekends, some of us have done everything except come out with a good start. And I think against the U of A team that you know wants to try to win their 4th straight territorial cup, they're going to come out with everything they got.
Good crowd in here tonight at the Iceplex. Definitely always a big draw. When these two schools get together, it could be hockey, it could be underwater basket weaving. It's going to draw a crowd. Wildcats entering, cutting through the middle is a defenseman, Nicholas Chioka, and his shot misses high and rims all the way out. Wildcats come in with speed again. Ryan Fisher sends that one out in front, and the captain for the Wildcats, Jesse Lowell, couldn't get a handle on it. Good back check from Tillman. Allows Arizona State to go the other way. Trevor Kennedy trying to center that one in front, and that'll get gobbled up by Sepinen in his first action of the game.
Good to see Arizona State gain a little bit of play down at that end of the ice. We expect to see Chase Ham tested early and often so far in this game. Sepinen, the number 1 for U of A, quite as well.
Hard room around the boards. Connor Kruk trying to pinch in. Can't seal the wall. Wildcats walk out with it. Great back check by the forwards early in this hockey game. This time it was Tyler Kiley-Ram being able to dislodge the momentum for Arizona. They're still in on the forecheck. Connor Tillman unable to connect on the breakout pass. Kruk does a good job using the body. That check that time on R.A. Rossi of Arizona. Arizona State finally comes out with it. The seam pass behind Kiley-Ram. Chioka eats a check. It comes over to the right side of the wall. Down the corner, Ryan Robinson at the point. Shot from Trenton White gets blocked. Sun Devils different lineup. Maybe something they worked on during the week as it was centered in front for Robinson. He's jamming at it, and the whip around shot misses wide. This is a new look for Arizona State on the offensive end as Robinson's paired with Newland and Boyer the third. Lee has a lane, and the redirection for Robinson goes wide. Good shift from Arizona State, their first one of the hockey game, and White settles that one back in his own zone. Olsen pinches it in. Down in the corner as a rugby scrum ensues. And the Wildcats will take it away. WCHL Freshman of the Year, Ty Marchant to Hunter Friesen, and he'll do enough just to get it out. Olsen pinches in, but the Wildcats will dump it in. Ham can't stop it behind his net. Rimmed out the other side. Jake King unable to get there for Arizona State. But Cade Olsen, the captain, will chip it out on the goaltender Sepinen, and he's forced to freeze it, and we'll have a whistle.
And a quick first 4 minutes here at the Mount America Community Iceplex. And good to see a crowd here tonight, Brett. Something that we haven't seen the last few weekends.
And there's a little bit of doubt coming into this because just next door to us at Mullet,
There was a big game for the NCAA team as well tonight.
Draw one by Arizona State. The shot from Kruk gets blocked. Good block by Brendan Williams, Wildcats. Sun Devils hard on the forecheck, but Arizona gets it out. The captain centers it in front, and that'll hand. Palmer pinned up against the boards. Puck into the feet of Cooch. Gets around one player, and he'll dump it in cross corner style. Ryan Quast hard on the forecheck. Step out with it. Centered out in front by Quast, but there's only a Wildcats player there.
Brett's is.
Trenton White blows the tire. Centered out in front by Williams. And Lee's able to come to the rescue and chip it out. Played back in. Logan Lee, a hard check. Comes to the corner.
Test.
Williams centers out in front. Lee reads that pass all the way, and he skates out with it. Lee chips it around to Kylie Ram. Back to Kennedy off the half wall. Snapshot misses wide. And it'll just get out of the blue line. .14:22 remains in this first period. And it's been a fast start to this one. Sun Devils trying to settle it down back in their own end. Olsen. Passing the skates of Kennedy, and he can't handle it. Played back in. Slack. Centered out in front in a dangerous redirection just wide from the stick of Tristan Swigger. Arizona goes D to D as they slow it down, and a good couple of shifts for them offensively.
Yeah, you love to see the physicality there from Swigert. He gets a great shot off, a really good deflection off that one, and then after Bill has the in mind to go and play a big check.
Kept him by Newland. He's got some space. Gets around one. Newland wheels around, sent out in front. Couldn't connect with Robinson on the back door. Olsen shot on. Misses wide. Boyer the third gives it to Robinson. Good sustained zone time for Arizona State. Olsen tries to settle it down, and he'll just make the smart play and throw it back down. Olsen does just enough to keep it in, and he has to brace himself with that hard check from Rossi. And we'll have a whistle, and we'll have our first penalty of the game. Yeah, it's going to be a high sticking call awarded to Tristan Swigert, maybe a little too aggressive on that shift, and that'll award Arizona State with their first power play of the game.
Wildcats fighter penalty number 24, Tristan Swigert. 2 minutes from
Snapshot on, and that'll scoot into the corner.
in the first period. Swigert
Down to Robinson. Over to Marchand. Back to Robinson. That gets blocked. Marchand, top of the key. And that cross corner one-timer pass a little too tough.
And you'd like to see the one-timer move there from Arizona State. Earlier in the year, we saw them passing a little bit too passively, really staying to the perimeter. Working those one-tees, I think, is going to be key to get past the goaltender tonight for the Wildcats.
Robinson sachets his way in. Wyatt Palmer unable to get control of that puck, and they have to retrieve it back in the corner. Kylie Ram's able to hustle back. Sun Devils get set up. 60 seconds almost has elapsed on the power play. Marchand shot on, and that might have even gotten blocked by Palmer as he got tangled up and inadvertently blocking the shot.
Palmer looks like me in the morning. They're just really hugging those covers, laying on his side in front of the net, and that I'd say a new variety to getting in front of the net and trying to block the goalie's eyes.
Sun Devils get the second power play unit out. Chase And there with Jake King, 30 seconds left. Newland settles that puck down. Olsen gets it back to Newland on the half wall. Plays in the corner, but Chase is bobbling with that pass. Somehow able to get it back and get control of it. 15 seconds left on the man advantage. One-timer from Olsen, and that gets blocked. Loose in front. Olsen recycles it back. One-timer from White gets blocked. Good block from Connor Ziegler. King keeps it in, and it's turned over. It's a one-on-one. Olsen shading Williams to the corner. That was a good noggin save as that was off the helmet of Ham.
A huge noggin save from Ham after Arizona State registering some good chances.
We'll have a whistle in Arizona State on that power play. Although they didn't get a goal, maybe some momentum possibly going their way.
Yeah, Arizona State, some good work on the man advantage there. It's good to see them get some offensive chances, Brett, and really pepper Sepinen. You saw White, he really brought his stick up on a one-timer, gave it everything good. With some great blocks in front of the net for the University of Arizona.
Carson Cooch coming into the circle. Arizona State as the Sun Devils try to finish off a change. Draw a little too strong one by the Wildcats, Justin Hughes, and they'll have to retrieve it back in their own zone. Jesse Lowell, drop pass to Hughes. Hughes gets shown to the side by Palmer. Cycles it down to Jesse Lowell. One of the few veterans on this Wildcats team by Arizona. Drop, blocked by Palmer. And Arizona State clears it out.
And now we'll get to see one of the depth lines out here, Brett, as Arizona State's going to try to roll as many as they can here early against the Wildcats.
Puck's dead in the corner. Picked out up to Marchant. Olsen walks into one, and that gets blocked. A lot of traffic in front. Marchant fakes a shot. Ends up losing an edge, and it's turned over. Williams near the end of his shift does just enough to try to keep it down and award his team a change.
Arizona State now under duress as they're finally able to get a clear, Brett. But how about the work in front of the net by Quast on that last offensive zone opportunity? He looked like an avid shopper at a flea market the way he was dodging and diving in front of the blue paint.
Hunter Friesen still with the puck. Erdman shot on, that gets blocked. Already early in this first period, and almost maybe double digits in terms of blocks by Arizona. Hunter Friesen gets to the puck first as Arizona's trying to establish a good forecheck. Friesen comes out with it, skates through the middle. Friesen gets shown to the corner. Down with Sean Phillips. He gets pinned to the wall there by Will Josephson. Arizona comes out with it. Logan Lee, great read, able to intercept the dump in. And he'll dump it in himself in the offensive zone. 8:23 remaining in the opening game. Turned over, and that was centered out in front by Newland, but no Sun Devils home. Sun Devils try to regroup. Back in their own zone is Lee.
And you saw Ryan Robinson asking for the puck there as he thought Arizona State had a chance to keep it in at the blue line.
That's some of the things with new lines as you're trying to work and get that chemistry going. Centered out in front, and Sepinen has to go in the splits, and Boyer's shot off the rebound misses high. Up at the point, Palmer. Kruk. Wrist shot wide. Karam's off the back. Sepinen has to hurry and race back inside his crease to keep that one out. And we'll have a whistle as a couple players get tangled up. Robinson there for Arizona State. And we'll see who the penalty's on.
And this is what this rivalry is all about, Brett. More extracurriculars right now than me when I was trying to fill out my schedule the last year of college. Both teams getting into it. Arizona State laid a big check early in that offensive zone possession in the corner. University of Arizona on their heels ever since then. And then some borderline fisticuffs in front of the net. A few checks laid out. The referees consulting each other, and we'll see what the ultimate call is going to be here. But I believe the Sun Devils are going to be on the man advantage.
That's the thing with these big rivalry games. It's easy for the coaches to get both teams up and ready for it. Not too much needed to say for a pregame speech.
Yeah, I know there's a couple guys in the locker room that had some pregame speeches ready, and I know you might have even had yours the way that you jumped in here with your Starbucks ready to go tonight. But both of these teams, they were fresh off the bench, out of their dorm rooms, on the ice. You knew this game was going to bring a lot of energy, as both teams bringing in very similar records. Arizona State on the decline after a hot start. The University of Arizona starting to pick it up after a slow start. And for these two rivals in the WCHL, this weekend means a whole lot going into some big games the remaining weekends.
Referees are getting their work in tonight as they're both consoling each head coach. And we'll see the scorekeeper is trying to get the information from the referee, but it looks to be a power play for Arizona State. In terms of the new look combinations tonight for Arizona State, I think that line with Robinson has been really impressive with Newland as well.
Arizona minor penalty, number 7, Nicholas Chioka.
Arizona State, although they don't win the draw, they keep it in.
Chioka 2 for cross-check. Time
As the second unit goes to work, Carter Newland to Chase, back to Newland.
Chioka 2 for cross-check.
White.
7:26.
Olsen, back to Olsen, snapshot on, and that's blockered by Seppin, and he's fighting for the rebound, and it's finally whistled down.
And the puck movement really nice there from Arizona State. Very quick one-touch passes. Newland pumped when you thought he was going to take that shot. Gave it back to Olsen. I would have liked to have seen a quicker shot from Cade Olsen. He dusted off for a half a second, but credit to the man in front of the net. I believe that was number 9, Jake King, who was providing the screen and digging away at it. And Arizona State looking good early on the power play.
Draw one and clean by Chase. Olsen at the point to White. They play pitch and catch. Newland on this right side, down to Chase. Olsen steps in. Shot through as Newland was open back door. White keeps it in. Chase trying to brace himself from that check, but Arizona clears it out to the neutral zone.
Some nice sauce from Cade Olsen trying to keep that play alive at the point.
Jesse Lowell for the Wildcats will dump it all the way in and go for a change as we're over halfway done on this man advantage for Arizona State. First power play unit out for the Sun Devils. Ryan Robinson. Whip around pass to Kylie Ram. Pass intercepted by Ziegler as he tries to kill some clock in the corner. Pops out to Marchant, but he whiffs on the pass. And Will Josephson somehow gets around 2. Josephson, and he scores! Short-handed goal ends up being the first goal scored in tonight's game, and Arizona takes a 1-0 lead.
Will Josephson putting in some good work short-handed in his own end, and decides to drive after the play. He forechecks hard on Marchant. Marchant a little bit too casual with the play at the blue line, and then even in his own end, he saw he had a man with him and took his eye off Josephson just for a minute. And in a blink of an eye, Josephson was able to split the defense, walk in on Ham, and get a quick uncontested shot. Great job by him to pick the corner.
And where it seemed Arizona State was really going with the run of play, it was Arizona striking first here. Sun Devils still have 15 seconds left of power play time as Trenton White will dump it in. King trying to charge for it. Chase helps him out, but it's cleared all the way down by Arizona with Jesse Lowell, and that'll about do it for the power play.
And you see the second unit back out on the ice now for Arizona State, Brett. They had some good work early in the penalty kill. Now they need to do that same work 5-on-5.
Turned over, King out in front. Puck comes all the way out to the point. And Kennedy can't handle the pass. Wildcats with it, but Kennedy keeps it in. Played all the way back around. Arizona State trying to get some new bodies out. That allows the Wildcats to go the other way. Williams almost gets it back, and Cooch, fresh off the bench with a nice defensive play, intercepting the pass from Hughes. Lee's breakout pass gets turned over, and Quas will settle it down. Under 5 minutes in this opening stanza. Myers gets it stripped away by Cooch. Kruk activates from the point, but he couldn't have a clear pass, and it gets dumped back down in Arizona State zone. Sun Devils trying to get their wits about them as they're trying to break the puck out. They finally do, but not cleanly. Cooch will dump it in as that's near the end of his shift. Newland lets it go past him, and no defenseman was there to keep it in.
And a good idea from Newland. He thought he had White back at the point, and if he does, I think White has all the real estate in the world to walk in and rip one on net.
Palmer puts it into his own hands as he got around one Arizona player, but not two. Slack plays it back to his defenseman. Wildcats with a fortunate bounce, and they can break the puck out. White putting a shoulder into Swiger. Dislodges the puck and allows him to dump it out into the center ice line. Newland picks it up. Short angle shot gets blocked. Newland centers it out in front. That gets blocked again. Tillman stops. Quick snapshot on, and Sepinen with good positioning making the save. Arizona has to be careful as they're trying to finish off a change in order to not get a too many men call, and play continues.
I like the pep in the step from Newland so far early in this game, Brett. He's really bringing a lot every time he gets on the puck.
Almost a dangerous turnover there as Chase went down, and he's laboring a little bit as he gets back onto his feet. Wildcats come back in, and the shot misses wide from Langus. Boyer the third out in front to the goal scorer Josephson. Now at the point. Shot misses wide. Kylie Ram meets a hard check from Erickson, and he still has it. Kylie Ram centers it out in front to Boyer the third, and that's stopped by the leg pad of Sepinen. Good chance for Arizona State there as the game's starting to open up a little bit as we head under 2 in this first period. Ziegler to Malco as Phillips doing a great job pinning him to the wall. Now behind the net of Ham. Still loose in front, and Ham has to come out and attack that one as Erickson, with good hustle, getting the shot off.
Great shot from Erickson, even better save from Ham. And we will make note back behind the plate. You might have seen that big collision on the left faceoff dot in front of us. He went off the ice. He was bleeding after taking an awkward collision. Looked like he might have gotten hit in the head by an inadvertent knee. In any event, we'll let you know if we see Ben Chase get any further work done.
Trying to pitchfork that out. His second attempt ends up getting into Robinson. Ryan Quas ends up losing his balance. Lee steps up with it. As that puck is rolling end over end as this ice is chewed up late in this first period. Something evident tonight is Arizona State's back check, as the forwards have been doing a great job hustling back. Wildcats come in with it, and Malco ends up losing a tire on the blue line, and Robinson will collect the loose puck. As we're under 60 seconds left remaining in this first period, and the shot from Quas gets redirected and out of play.
And as you mentioned, Brett, some great back checking and forechecking a concerted effort so far from the Sun Devil forward core, as we've seen head coach Austin Klein roll the lines early, and they have not disappointed. They've really brought the energy, and I can't tell you the last time that I saw Arizona State win shots on goal battle in the first period of a game, and right now they are really dominating. The ice seems to be tilted towards Sepinen.
Offensive zone draw for the Sun Devils. Kylie Ram trying to track that one down. But the Wildcats step out with it. Streaking behind the defense was Brandon Williams. If he could have handled that puck, he might have had a breakaway. And the Wildcats enter in illegally offside.
And Wildcats somehow still have the lead in spite of all this spread. I almost forgot. The University of Arizona did get the lead on that great quick little chance there. They almost got another chance similar to the one Josephson was able to score as they split the D real quick. Arizona State keep their eyes open, looking around the blue line.
Hard rim in by Cosden, and it took a weird hop off the stanchion, and Ham had to guard his right post. Luckily he did. Robinson on this left side. Shot on, and that gets swallowed up by Sepinen. No rebound. One by Arizona as that's chipped off of the glass. Icing waved off, and Ham will play it and rim it all the way around. Wildcats collect it. Centered out in front. Tillman had to intercept the pass with his poke check. 5 seconds left. Marchand just trying to put it near the kick plate. And that'll do it for this first period of play, where Arizona State came out with a lot of the momentum and dictating the play, but in the column that counts, Arizona is up.
The Wildcats coming in.
4 shots on net. Arizona State 11 shots on net.
And when they get a good chance, they were able to finish that and get up on the scoreboard early. Arizona State.
Fans, your Sun Devils need you. Head to the ASU Men's ACHA Hockey website for information about how your business can support your sponsor, Sun Devils ACHA Hockey.
Arizona 1, Arizona State nothing. We'll bring you live second period action in just under 15 minutes. This is Arizona State Hockey YouTube.
catching on fire. My voice is gasoline. I'm catching on fire like you never seen. I'm catching on fire. My voice is gasoline. I'm catching on fire like you never seen. I'm catching on fire. My voice is gasoline. I'm catching on fire like you never seen. I'm catching on fire. My voice is gasoline. I'm catching on fire like you never seen. I'm catching on fire. My voice is gasoline. I'm catching on fire like you never seen.
Hello everyone, welcome back to ASU ACHA Hockey YouTube's presentation of ACHA Division I Men's Ice Hockey. I'm Brett Vaughn alongside my partner Niall Cooper as we get the second period underway. Quick shot on from Williams and they score just over 10 seconds into the second period and they add to their lead.
And Arizona State were the ones that came out hot and heavy early in the first, applying a lot of pressure, rolling the lines. They got some power play opportunities. University of Arizona said, no problem. We'll weather that storm, get through the first. Even took a lead in the intermission, and just like that, 11 seconds in, they quick strike. And the Wildcats showing why they are to be feared on this rivalry weekend.
We're a lot to celebrate except the lead for Arizona State in that first period. But then they come out at the start of the second period, and now they're down a hole. Wildcats come back in again. Ham has to stick the right leg out and make the stop as Arizona's really feeling themselves early in the second period. Thrown back down. Palmer has to retrieve it. Tillman. And that pass is not clean with Ryan Robinson. Shioka behind his net. Turns it over back to Palmer, the other defenseman counterpart. Palmer just has to use all of his reach to keep that one away from the Arizona forward. Robinson unable to lift the stick of the Wildcat player. Now back to Kruk. And he turns it over behind the net. Centered out in front, and Kylie Ram with an alert stick. On the right corner, snapshot blocked by Arizona State, still loose in front. Robinson will flip it up in the air. Hit a couple bodies, and Connor Kruk will ship it in and go for a change.
And that's the tough part of the second period. Arizona State, they're under a lot of duress, and they finally break that seal from the Wildcats. They have to dump it down, and they're right back on the defensive.
Quick shot on, they score! Ari Rossi, as that might have caught Chase Ham out of position, and it ends up getting past him. It wasn't how hard of the shot it was just the quickness, and it's 3-0 Arizona.
And this building has just gone absolutely silent, and we're seeing number 29 now for Arizona State, Chase Ham, getting yanked from the game. Chase Ham so far this year has been the bona fide all-star night in and night out for Arizona State. And the coaching staff sending a message here, maybe not necessarily to Ham, but more so to all the players on the bench in front of him.
Coming in relief for Arizona State will be number 37, Anthony Benaldi. Benaldi has not played since October 14th, where that was against San Diego State, sporting a record of 3-0. Maybe see if something changes. So quick strike offense for Arizona as they've scored two quick ones as we're just elapsed 2 minutes played in the second period. Keeping that puck in for Arizona is Langus. Newland has to spin off a check from an Arizona forechecker. Kate Olson pinned behind his net. And Marchant gives it to Boyer the third. Boyer the third trying to chip it past the defenseman. Now he has it centered out in front, and Cooch couldn't release the shot as the pass was in his skates. Swiger still with it, centers it out in front, and a shot ends up maybe getting fanned and not going towards the new Arizona netminder, Benaldi.
Like the effort from Boyer in the offensive zone. Unfortunately, his pass to Cooch. Cooch just could not get the shot off.
Strong of a chip off the glass from Kate Olson, goes all the way down for an icing.
Ari Rossi showing in this game why no shot is a bad shot. As he just unleashed that quick little wrister from the left faceoff dot. Hard to tell from here if the goaltender for Arizona State was screened or not. But Rossi taking the age-old adage into account there. You're going to miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Arizona wins the draw in the offensive zone. I'm not sure what head coach Chad Berman said between the periods, but whatever it was, I might need some of that. Puck run back around. Overland keeps it in. Overland still with it, the snapshot. As it got partially blocked, and that went to the corner. Carter Newland skates it out. Delayed penalty call in Arizona. Quas, as he meets in the corner, centered out in front, and that gets finally touched by an Arizona player. And we'll see who's heading to the box for Arizona. It's going to be, looks like Ryan Malco, as he ended up getting tangled with Cade Olson as Arizona State was breaking it out.
Arizona minor penalty number 28, Ryan Malco. 2 minutes for slash.
So the Sun Devils will go on their third power play of the game. They've looked good on the man advantage. Only thing missing has been a goal.
On the power play.
Draw one by the Sun Devils. Marchant down to Robinson. Marchant gets the shot through, but Sepinen again with great positioning fights through the traffic to make the stop.
And I like seeing Wyatt Palmer in front of the net. The big 6'3" frame of his is going to be very key for Arizona State if they're going to get past Sepinen.
Still the first power play unit out for Arizona State as Robinson meets Swiger in the circle. One by Robinson. Arizona State gets set up. Marchant shot through and they score! Marchant was finally able to get the shot through with a clear shooting lane, and it blows by Sepinen.
And how about that, Brett? We were talking about it. Arizona State's power play, they've looked good. They've been moving the puck well. They got a big body in front of the net. Sepinen could not see that shot as it came in from Marchant, and he absolutely wired that wrister. A great shot selection by him. And Arizona State has re-energized this building, and they're back in it.
So you can definitely hear the vocal support for the Sun Devils tonight after that one, and that will get the crowd into it, and most importantly, maybe the team in it as well. Lee goes back behind his net. As it's been a highly scoring second period so far. 3 goals, and we haven't even played 5 minutes yet in this second period. Trenton White fakes a shot, but that puck was on edge and ends up going to the Arizona State bench.
And I think Trenton White might owe Connor Tillman maybe not a meal, but a snack after that one, as he ripped that into the bench and caught his own teammate. And Brett, that's why you always wear a helmet.
Definitely always have to keep your head on the swivel, especially if you're the coaches as well. Got to be alert with the play. Faceoff will be just outside of the offensive zone for Arizona State. Draw one by Hughes. Jesse Lowell down the corner. One of the goal scorers in this period, Williams. Gets the puck taken away by Ben Chase. Quast dumps it in. Sepinen helps it around, but he turns it right over to White. The quick shot on, and that got blocked. Sepinen had to rush back into his net in order to face that stop. Quast trying to dig it out, and he'll chip it out. Chase, great job by him, was able to fight through 2 Arizona players. And we'll have a whistle for a stoppage in play, but Chase, one of the Arizona State players, that's one of the newcomers to this team, but also, too, maybe one of the guys you could say that's been a leader in terms of how he plays the game.
Yeah, it's been big for Arizona State. This year they've had a lot of seniors that left the team in the offseason. They've been having to build a lot of new things. They're in a new building now. They have a new leadership group with Cade Olson taking over as the captain this year. And it's been really paramount early in this year for Arizona State to try to build that culture within. And it's going to be showing tonight if they have the culture to come back in this game.
Reason absorbs a check. And now come to Marchant. Both teams struggling a little bit to try to get some zone time. Wildcats come in. Eddie slacks. Cross-ice pass. Nobody there. King trying to hustle to get there, and the puck rolls up into the glove of Sepinen, and we'll have a whistle. First line for the Sun Devils will come over the bench. And we'll have Robinson in the circle. Draw one to Tillman. Tillman's quick snapshot on, and Sepinen was able to stand up in an athletic stance and make the glove save.
And it's good to see the head coaching staff mixing up the lines here. Robinson, as you mentioned earlier, Brett, bringing a lot of energy for the Sun Devils tonight.
Hodgson can't rim it out. Kylie Ram throws it back in. Easy stop for Sepinen. Wildcats having some trouble getting in the one-timer from Tillman. Stopped by Sepinen. As Sepinen really wanted to get a whistle as his team was having a tough time breaking the puck out.
And how about the work from Sepinen on that play? The athletic move from him, having to track that puck as it went from low to high in a one-timer. And you saw him charge way out at that. Great job for the #1 goalie for the Wildcats.
Olsen winds up in Foster's, and that one's punched away by Sepinen. Icing waved off as the puck didn't go all the way over the goal line. Aaron pass by the Wildcats to allow Marchant to come in with speed. Marchant driving to the corner, and a hard check as Hodgson rides him into the boards. In the corner, and we'll have a whistle as looks to be Josephson and Marchant getting tangled up. The linesmen try to get in the middle of it, and cooler heads will prevail.
And a good job. We'll give the assist there to Swiger coming in to break that up as he pulled Josephson out of that altercation. As Marchant is the one going to the penalty box right now. We'll see what the ultimate call is. The Wildcats may have a power play on their hands.
So Marchant's in the box for cross-checking as he was in going hard on the forecheck. And Arizona will now operate with the man advantage. Swiger in the circle for Arizona. And the far linesman will whistle it down as he doesn't like the positioning of both teams and will finally drop the puck. Quick snapshot on, and that's stopped by Benaldi. We haven't called his name too much as he came in. Maybe a nice thing for him as he's still trying to get his wits about him as he comes in relief.
Yeah, it's good to see him not having to take too much action on here. However, your goaltender always has to be your top penalty killer, so we'll have to see him probably make a couple more saves. The Sun Devils, although touching up on that icing from the University of Arizona, they'll be able to kill a little bit more time off now. Good to see Ben Chase back on the ice as well.
Chase is out there with Quast, trying to kill off this penalty, and a smart play by Chase as he plays that puck back to Palmer so he can take some more time off that power play clock. As Sepinen maybe has to be a little more careful with that puck, as that could have been a costly mistake. Arizona skates out with it now. It'll come to the small and quick Williams. Wheels around, stops behind Gretzky's office. Now he works it back up to the point. Lowell on his backhand moves a puck to his forehand. Now to go up to the point to Chioka. Williams. Chioka now, and the snapshot misses wide, and Benaldi paddles that one to the corner. 45 seconds remain on the power play for Arizona. Puck centered in front. Still loose. Quast, second attempt, is able to clear it out, but it hits a hand of an Arizona player, and it'll be whistled down.
And most of the time, I think you would take a whistle in the midst of a shorthanded penalty killing situation. However, the Sun Devils looked like they were going to get that sent all the way down the ice and get a change. A good break here for the Wildcats with 36 left on the clock as they get a face-off in the neutral zone instead of their own defensive end.
Pretty solid penalty kill for the Sun Devils up until this point, as Arizona has not been able to set up and get a good quality scoring chance. Olsen clears it almost all the way down as it takes a ricochet, and Overland skates backwards in his own end. Second unit out for Arizona, Myers. Puck gets settled down by Arizona. 10 seconds left remaining on the penalty to Marchand. Comes back down behind the net of Benaldi. Out in front to Overland, and it's turned over. Cooch comes out. Kylie Ram fresh off the bench. Cooch shot on, and that one gets a piece of Malco and just dangerously goes wide. Olsen waiting for Phillips to get back on side. He does, and he'll dump it in. Phillips. He was trying to get some help from a couple of his line mates, but they're going for a change. White keeps it out and gets thrown back in by Arizona.
Sun Devil penalty kill coming up huge here in the middle period, as we'll have a stoppage in play right there. The Sun Devils, though, doing what they needed to get that kill done and over with, and now they can try to get back on the horse and build some momentum offensively.
And credit to the Sun Devils at home. When you were down by 3 goals, pulling your goaltender, they've been able to fight through the adversity. A little bit of too hard of a rim by Kate Olsen goes all the way down, and we'll have another face-off in the Arizona State zone. Arizona will swap out the 5-man unit for the Wildcats as they sense a tired Arizona State group out there. This will be another face-off infringement as we'll have another drop of the puck. Faking the shot with Shioka, he'll rim it back down. Down the corner. Not kept in by Arizona. That was good hustle by Connor Tillman. And Arizona State will have some time and space. And as they're trying to hit the stretch man, Tillman, that goes up and out of play.
And I was trying to jump out of my seat right there and call out to Trent White myself, as he had Tillman sneaking in behind the defense. University of Arizona was trying to get sorted out in the neutral zone after they tagged up. Tillman did a great job sliding in dangerously, and if White could have connected on a tape-to-tape stretch pass from behind his own end, I think Tillman might have had a chance to get in behind.
Draw one by Arizona State, but we'll have a whistle right after it, and it looks to be a tripping call just after the face-off was completed.
Robinson pleading his case for Arizona State as he goes to the bench. And unfortunately, I don't think he's going to talk his way out of that one. He had a loose stick coming off of that defensive zone draw. And just bad timing as a Wildcat player looked to step on that stick and fell down. The referee was looking right at it. The bench behind the referee was encouraging him to make the call. And that's not surprising to see that one assessed.
Arizona State's been really relying on their special team to try to keep them in this hockey game, and they'll do it once more, this time on the penalty kill. Chioka shot on, and Benaldi's able to make a nice stop, and it could be an odd man rush. Quast and Kennedy. Quast with time and space. Quast, the snapshot. Rebound was in front. Still loose and somehow doesn't go in. Maybe almost too much time and space for Wyatt Quast. I was even surprised he had a free lane to the net. Jesse Lowell will pump the legs and enter in the offensive zone. Marchand pushes him up the glass. And the puck will get settled down. Hughes swaps spots with Chioka. Chioka fakes the shot. Now to Hughes. And we're past halfway on this power play for Arizona. That was a nice one-touch passing play, but they couldn't get the shot off. Marchand can't clear. Hughes shot on, redirection in front, and Benaldi with a big stop as he had great positioning, closing the legs and getting a whistle.
I talked about it on the last power play for University of Arizona. Benaldi was going to have to be huge, and the Sun Devils almost getting a shorty of their own there. Have to come back down and play some defense, and the Wildcats moving the puck extremely well. Some great one-touch passing by them, and they work a great chance. Benaldi up to the task.
Olsen can't clear, kept in by Arizona. As they work it down beneath the goal line. Now to the point, Overland. Overland gets it back. Quick shot from Rossi, blocked by Sean Phillips for Arizona State. Chase was almost able to pick that pass off. 15 seconds left on the man advantage. Half wall, Myers walks up to the point, gets an innocent shot off. Stopped by Benaldi. Sepinen for Arizona bangs his stick, letting his teammates know Arizona State's back to full strength. Shot on to Benaldi. Oh, what a stop as he stretches out the left arm and keeps us at a 2-goal disadvantage.
Benaldi going full spread eagle. They might even call that one part scorpion as he got extended full length with both of his arms to cover as much ground as he could. He spreads out, manages to snag it with the leather, and you saw the whole bench standing up, clapping and applauding him for the effort, keeping Arizona State in this game.
Kept in by Langus as he just throws it down low. Friesen can't get it out. In front, still loose, trying to jam at it. Was Josephson, but he's denied. Point shot from Langus goes wide. Kylie Ram trying to kick it up to his stick, but he overskates it. Newland jabbing at it. And he'll slow it down with 7:30 remaining in the middle period. Newland gets impeded on the center line. Lee. Friesen trying to help him out, but it's kept in the neutral zone. Brian Erickson ships in charge for it, but his shot goes all the way out. Kylie Ram, and on the offensive end. He meets Chioka beneath the goal line. Friesen with it now. Hunter Friesen, the Manitoba native, can't throw it back down. Could be an all-man rush for Arizona. Shot off from Hughes, and great patience shown by him, but he misses the net. Chioka's shot gets blocked by the Sea of Humanity in front. Boy the third, unable to connect with Kylie Ram. Kylie Ram seals it down. He's got some space. So Boy the third, he fans on the shot. As man, if he just could have got some wood on it, might have been a goal.
Boyer was completely unsuspecting of that pass from Kylie Ram. Kylie Ram, a great job just dropping that for him. Boyer had a great chance in front, unsuspecting unfortunately, and Kylie Ram really starting to pick it up right now for head coach Austin Klein.
As we haven't had a whistle in a few minutes, as it's been up and down action in the second period. Robinson gets the stretch pass. but he actually enters in offside himself as he ends up being a little too eager. And Arizona State will decide to swap out the lines. Great hockey game, as it always is, in this territorial cup matchup. As well as good attendance tonight here at Mountain America Community Iceplex. Linesmen being really particular about face-offs tonight, making sure neither team gets an advantage. Palmer, ends up hitting the boards hard, but he gets back up and gets some help from his back-checking teammates. Picked up by Slack, and his shot misses wide. Up at the point. Shot gets through by Hodgson, but Benaldi's looked sharp coming into the second period. Referees are now blowing this one down as they see the pucks moving. It finally dislodges the King. Hard check by Myers for Arizona as he gets some applause from his teammates on the bench. And it gets thrown back down as we're under 5 left in the second period.
No surprise, the physicality is continuing here, Brett.
Puck being bandied about. Palmer has the puck, gets some time. Ian Erdman, the utility man, playing defense on this shift, can't get it out. Langus's slap shot, save loose in front, and Benaldi is way out of his net. And luckily it comes to an Arizona State stick. Langus somehow gets that puck to Josephson. Josephson's wrist shot on. Benaldi makes a stop, and his helmet's off, and it's finally whistled down by the referee.
Arizona State, all 6s and 7s right now on the ice. It's the Wildcats really dominating every phase of this game at the moment. And for the second time in 2 weeks, we see a goaltender for Arizona State lose his mask. And the referee's not picking up that one. You saw the defenseman for Arizona State had to knock the goal off to get the attention of the ref. But I'd love to see some attention paid by the Arizona State bench to the work that Benaldi's doing between the pipes right now to keep them in this game. Minus the juicy rebound he gave up just a minute ago, he's the only thing keeping Arizona State in this game. This could easily be twice as wide of a lead for the Wildcats if they got some of those chances in. And I think it's going to be key for Arizona State to build some sort of momentum and get something positive going in the offensive zone before this period ends.
As during that whistle, 5 of the Arizona State players were huddling in front of their goaltender, as they're maybe trying to see if there's a trick play up their sleeve off this face-off. Draw one forward by Chase, but kept in by Chioka. Wildcats keep possession of the puck. Shot on from Chioka, and it's a nice stop by Benaldi. Quast, he'll take it out. Kennedy with it. Kennedy trying to get it around the referee, but he ends up losing an edge doing so. Trenton White pitches in. Chase kept it in, Seppinen plays it back around to his defenseman, and that puck gets chipped to the stick of Brian Erickson. White absorbs the check, 3:15 in the second period. Puck beneath the goal, Chase up to Quast. So he gets tangled up with a couple Wildcats. Down the corner, nobody knows where it is. Couple attempts at it from Ziegler on the shot, and that's punched away by Benaldi. Trenton White with his head up, trying to hit Kennedy, sneaking in behind the defense, but they're unable to connect, and Arizona State dumps it in for a change. as there was a wholesale change for Arizona State that allows an easy entry in for the Wildcats. Up in the corner, Hughes walks it up to the blue line. Hughes still with it. Lee shepherding him out to the outside, and the pass gets taken away by Marchant. Tillman eats a check, and the 360 pass gets turned over.
And you can see Tillman, the idea there was to get that back to Marchant at the point, just didn't quite get the pass where he wanted it.
Marchant dribbles that puck in and a little too strong, and Seppin will make the stoppage, but it's an offensive zone draw for Arizona State, which they haven't had in quite a while.
And that part of that due to the second period with the long change, once the Wildcats were able to get some pressure applied and get a sustained zone effort, it seems like it's just been rinse and repeat for them, with the Sun Devils just getting it cleared long enough to get some fresh bodies. This is a huge opportunity presented to Arizona State.
Draw one by the Wildcats, and the high chip gets cleared into the neutral zone. Tyler Sheelan with it around one player. Sheelan with it. Oh, and Minaldi is able to bail out his defenseman Marchant there. Centered out in front, and Sheetland almost had another opportunity. Point shot from Cosden gets blocked. Sheetland still with it, and another toe drag. This time unsuccessful because he couldn't get it around Kylie Ram. Kylie Ram trying to strip that puck away from Myers. Gets thrown down. Tillman finishes his check. And we have 63 seconds remaining in the second period. Marchant, the reverse pass. Unable to get cleanly out of their own zone as Arizona State. Chip off the glass will do for Olsen. With 45 seconds left.
Sun Devils just trying to get out of this period without conceding another goal right now as the Wildcats continue to play a really good forecheck.
Boyer the third ends up meeting up with Fisher in this corner. But for the Sun Devils, they get the puck in, but no action towards the goaltender, Seppinen. Puck gets chipped in by Boyer. Almost turned over as Newland was unable to get there. Cooch can't keep it in. 5 seconds left, and that'll get dumped in. And that'll do it for this second period as we have a council of players meeting in this corner, and the linesmen will get in the way of that, and both teams head to the locker room.
And Arizona State, all in all, feeling good after the last few minutes to get into this period, only down 2. And you mentioned the talk that Chad Berman was to give into the Wildcats during the first intermission, pardon me. We're going to need that and then some from head coach Austin Klein for Arizona State, as they've been on their heels almost the entire second frame. It's going to take a lot for them to get back into this.
And folks, we'll be back to bring you live third period action in just under 15 minutes. The score after 2, Arizona 3, Arizona State 1. This is Arizona State Hockey U2.
Hey, who's ready? Come and get it. Look at me now. Look at me now. Check me out. Look at me now. Look at me now. Check me out. Can I have your attention? Anybody listening? We're gonna paint this town red. Did you hear what I said? Can I have your attention? Anybody listening? We're gonna paint this town red. Did you hear what I said? Look at me now. Look at me now. Check me out. Look at me now. Look at me now. Check me out.
Hello everyone and welcome back to ASU ACHA Hockey YouTube's presentation of ACHA Division I Men's Ice Hockey. I'm Brett Vaughn alongside Niall Cooper. And Niall, it was a high scoring second period, but especially near the end of that second period, it was one-way traffic.
Yeah, very much so. Arizona State really absorbing everything that Arizona had to offer and then some, as the Wildcats were able to chase, no pun intended, Chase Ham, the starting goaltender for Arizona State, out of the net. Benaldi has come in admirably and played very well for Arizona State. But now we're going to need to see their offense turn it up to the next level if they want to get back into this.
Face off. Ends up getting whistled down again as linesman didn't like one of the other centermen getting too much of an advantage. Robinson wins it clean, wheeling around behind his net is Palmer. Tillman, cross-team pass, doesn't connect. Williams comes in trying to hit the brakes hard, but Kylie Ram isn't fooled. Williams down to Lowell as they couldn't make that tape-to-tape pass, and Williams retrieves it back in the neutral zone. That's one thing for Arizona State tonight. I think they're going to look back on when they look at this tape is the breakouts. They haven't been that clean so far.
It's been a tough night as far as the ice has been looking as well.
Marchand's shot gets blocked. Now throws it back out in front, jamming at his cooch, and it's finally whistled down, and no surprise, a couple players getting into it, making meetings on which chilies they're going to be eating at after the game.
I think whichever one is going to be offering you that classic 2 for 10, although with the state of the current economy, that might be a 2 for 20. No surprise that the speed and energy line out here for head coach Austin Klein-Kuch doing a great job getting to the front of the blue paint, making things difficult for Sepinen.
Shot misses wide from Boyer the third. Olsen trying to kick it and he can't. Now it's one-on-one. Sheetland trying to work his way around Marchand, but he can't. Slack walks out with it. Oh man, a quick shot from Slack. Another dome stop as both Ham, who was in the net earlier, and Benaldi aren't the biggest goalies, so they got to use all their frame they can, even if that includes the helmet.
I think they're really taking use your head to another level tonight.
Oh, and look out, as fans had to be on high alert there as Lee trying to whip that one off the glass and out, goes out of play, and we'll have another face-off.
And taking a look over at our producer, Dr. Ben Smith, doing a good job avoiding getting hit there. I think his beard would provide a good face shield in the event that that did try to strike him.
Sheetland trying to move it over to Slack, and we'll have another whistle as this line for Arizona has been keeping this puck pinned in Arizona State zone these last couple shifts.
They have been, and we talk about a good chin curtain as we see Ben Chase get back out on the ice. He's got some great facial hair, and he's been bringing a lot of the energy tonight for Arizona State, playing the kind of game that I think they should have been continuing through the second period. Hard, physical, keep it simple hockey, and that's what they're going to have to do now.
Slack gets a shot blocked by the skate of White. Quast. He'll dump it in. Icing waved off. Kennedy in hard on the boards. Kennedy still fighting with Langus in the corner. As they jackhammer at the puck, it'll finally come loose. Chase throws it back down. Quast gets it, centered out in front, and that gets blocked. Chase absorbs the puck on the half wall. Chase again, he whips it to his defenseman Lee, but it gets partially blocked and it'll go all the way down. Lee couldn't put that puck on the stick of Friesen, and he'll try to throw it back down low, and he'll go for a change. Palmer, second attempt, puck goes off the linesman, but just gets out and takes another wicked hop off the corner of the kick plate. Luckily, Kruk was there for Arizona State.
Good to see Connor Kruk back on the ice. He was getting some work done during the second period, and through the intermission, he's going to be a player they need out defensively.
King can't intercept the pass. Shot on from Benaldi, stopped. Now to Rossi. Faces forward, shot on, ends up hitting his own man in the helmet. And Josephson's laboring. Now he gets back up and skates off the bench without a stick.
Josephson in quite some duress for the Wildcats as he goes back to the bench, just barely getting off, holding on to what looked like his left ear. As soon as he got hit with that puck, he went down in a heap. I'm surprised the referees didn't call a stoppage of the play.
Olsen having some trouble with the puck. Quick shot on from Ziegler. Benaldi's has on high alert and makes a stop. Ryan Erickson, 1 goal on the season so far, tries to get his way through, but he gets impeded. Out in front, Kylie Ram intercepts the pass. Kept in by the Wildcats who play at the point. Turned over, Robinson trying to go the other way with it, but he's unable to pick that pass off. Olsen turns around, gives it to Marchant. Now to Tillman, and they enter in offside, and that looked to be a really good chance possibly brewing there.
It certainly did. You see the frustration on Kylie Ram as he slams the stick against the wall and heads back to the bench. At the top line,
Arizona State really has not been able to get it going
tonight for head coach Austin Klein. As it really seems to be the second and third lines doing the brunt of the heavy lifting offensively. However, right now the Wildcats aren't going to have to do much crazy defensively with a 2-goal lead.
And we'll monitor to see how those lines work, as Austin Klein was shuffling the lines early in this hockey game, and maybe to spark something, he might do it again. Shots 27-20 in favor of the Wildcats as they'll face this draw in their own zone. Chase was trying to go for the Deke faceoff play to play it back to himself, but doesn't come off successfully. Wildcats coming with their first line. Lowell hard on the forecheck, and he rides Quast hard into the corner boards. Hughes up to the point. Shot from Cosden gets blocked. They cycle it down low. Oh, and almost a good opportunity as Williams was backdoor, and Quast with a good head on a swivel play, intercepting the pass.
Quast saving a goal with that active stick.
Sun Devils can't clear it. Benaldi, Hungry Hippos at the puck, but he's unable to get there. And the net gets dislodged, and it'll be whistled down.
Benaldi tried to pounce on that loose puck like a cat. Not able to get there in time, and the University of Arizona, unfortunate there as the net came off the moorings. They had a chance to whip that back to the net with some chaos in front. As both teams continue to jaw a little bit, heading back to the benches, nothing new there.
Sun Devils, although down 2 goals, still have time on their side with 14:10 remaining in this third period. Tyler Sheetland for me for Arizona has been really impressive. A D3 transfer previously with Trine University, and he's one of those newcomers to this Arizona team.
Yep, leading the way offensively for the Wildcats. 4 goals, 4 assists on the season coming into tonight. And you see him leaning in. He's got that nice low center of gravity. Not the biggest guy, but he plays big in every aspect of this game.
Fisher will put that one back down low. Benaldi had to be careful with it as that puck rolled up to his post. The jack of all trades, Ian Erdman, playing forward, gets his pass intercepted as he was trying to center that to find Boyer the third. Sun Devils back in the offensive zone, but the drop pass gets by Newland. Sun Devils have not been crisp in terms of passing the puck tonight. Palmer has some time and space. Palmer he was trying to go for the between the legs move and not get the shot off, and he loses control of the puck. Puck dies in the corner boards. Good to see Josephson back out there for Arizona. He's trying to keep Olsen busy, and it's kept in. Rossi out of the corner as both 23s meet in the corner. And Boyer will just flip that one out. Wildcats try to settle it down. They'll come out to the center ice line, and Marchant will flip it back in. A couple crazy hops off the kick plate tonight where it's rimmed around and it just plops out in front of the open ice.
You never know what you're going to get on the Mountain America Community Iceplex. We've seen plenty of weird bounce off the kick plate, some off the stanchion.
Yeah, you would have thought that maybe Forrest Gump himself might have designed the rink. Robinson at the point. Olsen, D to Marchant. Marchant snapshot on. Sepinen puts the blocker out. Really outside of that first period, Sepinen hasn't really had too much grade A scoring chance action his way.
No, the majority of the offensive chances tonight for Arizona State coming in that first period.
Erickson in on this forehand side, and his stretch pass to try to find Langus doesn't connect. Olsen. Clean pass to Tillman. But the cross ice pass misses, and Arizona will dump it right back in. Arizona State trying to hit that cross ice pass in the neutral zone, and it's to no success, as it's been that way, it seems, all game.
Yeah, you'd love to see them move a little bit more north to south with it, not so much east to west.
Chioka gets in on it, rebound in front, comes to Williams, and Benaldi has to make a couple of saves there to keep that one out.
Benaldi, a great reaction save. That couldn't have come out much better for Williams, as he was just standing there loose in the slot and was able to turn around and rip one as hard as he could.
Ben Chase in the circle for Arizona State as he locks horns with Justin Hughes. One by Chase. Palmer plays up the strong side boards, gets taken away by Hughes. Down low, center out in front to Williams, down to Chioka. And man, Arizona State almost got caught out of pocket. As now Kruk has to deal with Williams. Palmer gets it tangled up between a couple of the players, and Newland rims it back down. Wildcats really creating a lot of frustration for Arizona State on their forecheck. Chioka now to Hughes. Hughes up. Chioka had to make a quick dump and play, and Benaldi was able to outweight Fisher on the shot. And the Sun Devils looks like they're getting a new five-man unit, as that other five-man unit's been out there for a while.
A long shift for the previous forward and defense group. We saw Palmer and Newland collide inadvertently in front of us and go down in the corner boards. Sun Devils, you've alluded to it, the breakout passing's not been there tonight. The ice a little bit chewed up, it seems. And when you couple Arizona State not being super crisp with their breakouts, a little bit of pressure by the Wildcats is a perfect storm to make things tough on Arizona State.
Sun Devils finally get it in the offensive end. Quast working with Cooch in the corner. Cooch working his socks off, but he's unable to get the puck out in front. Wildcats come back in. Sheetland gets ridden into the boards by Marchant, and that allows Kennedy to break it out. Quast is just trying to play the area pass to Cooch. They work beneath the goal line. Wildcats doing a great job of allowing Arizona State in, but no chances towards their netminder.
Yeah, since the start of the second period, I think I can count on one hand the number of puck battles that Arizona State has won in the offensive zone of the ice.
Wildcats with Josephson will dump it down. Olsen having some hard time trying to break it out from the pressure from Rossi. Sean Phillips. He's unable to get it over the goal line, and it finally gets thrown in by Olsen. And we'll have a stoppage.
Sun Devils having a little bit of trouble getting those wins in the corner boards where you need them. They're getting the dumps in, getting a quick shot on, and then it's the Wildcats just outnumbering them in the corner, working harder to get that puck out. You just see the Wildcats instantly able to pick it up and push it around the corner boards and get it out of their zone. An offensive zone draw would be extremely timely right here.
And the Wildcats come out with it. Quick snapshot on, and that's blocked away by Benaldi. Rossi working against Kylie Ram, and it'll come over to White. Robinson. And the skates of Tillman as they're unable to get it through the neutral zone with speed, and it gets dumped back in. And we'll have a whistle as it looks to be an icing call.
A very close icing call, but something that Sun Devils will take nonetheless as coaching staff elects to get out the top D pair. Not a surprise to see Marchant jump over the boards.
And where it's been tough for Arizona State in the transition game tonight, seems to be their only way to generate some offense is off these offensive zone draws. Palmer throws it back down low. Josephson, button hook turn. Plays it up the strong side. Pin to the wall. Tillman trying to find Kylie Ram, but Kylie Ram was a little too close to him. Turned over. Robinson goes the other way. We'll dump it down. Tillman over pursues the puck carrier. Takes a weird hop off the Arizona bench as there's no whistle being blown as Arizona State was trying to ask for that. Now to Sandoval, but his pass gets taken away. Tillman puts it in an area, and he'll go for a much-needed change. Arizona State goes D-to-D in their own end. Boyer gets the tape-to-tape pass. Boyer snapshot on, and fighting that one off with Sepinen. Newland trying to kick it up to his stick. All three Sun Devil forwards in the corner. And that puck pops out, but comes to an Arizona stick. It'll come out to Marchant back in his own zone. Newland skates over the offensive blue line. Boyer the third, quick snapshot one-timer. Stopped by Sepinen, kept in by Marchant, but ends up overhandling the puck and will cross-corner dump that one in with 6:30 and change left in the third period, flying by.
Sun Devils are going to need to get some fresh troops on the ice. Maybe shorten up the shifts a little bit.
As the broken pass comes to Cooch, he chips it back down low, turned over in front, and an opportunity by Hughes, but he just puts it over the roof of the net.
He's going to want that one back when he looks at the tape after the game. A great chance for the Wildcats could have sealed it here with 6 minutes left.
Beautiful breakout pass by Olsen to fit it through the legs of the Arizona forward, and that gets the puck in the offensive zone, but Lee, fresh off the bench, is unable to pursue that puck in time to keep it in.
Arizona State very loose with the puck right now, as they are just begging to create a turnover at their own blue the way they're handling the puck so loosely. I'd love to see them just get the puck across the red line, chip it in the corner, and win a battle.
2-on-1 for Arizona, centered out in front, and the shot from Sheelan on the one-timer misses. Myers on the wraparound, kept away by Benaldi, and it's whistled down as the net comes off its moorings.
And Benaldi pushing the net off of the moorings himself. That's going to result in no change here for Arizona State.
But you'd probably take the whistle either way, as seemed to be Arizona on the precipice of scoring another there.
Sun Devils bending but not breaking for now.
Sheetlin wins the draw, and he centers that one in front as it goes through the crease dangerously. Lee unable to give it over to Kennedy. Sun Devils going side to side trying to get this puck out. Now it's sealed up on the half wall. Under 5 minutes left as Sun Devils are going to have to be desperate soon to try to get back in this hockey game. Comes to Arizona. Quick shot on, and that misses wide from Fisher. And Kennedy does just enough to get it out. Fisher comes back in. Palmer looks behind his shoulder, stops behind his own net. And he'll come out with it. Palmer turns it over right on the Sun Devil logo at center ice. Swigert trying to find that way through, and that gets thrown back in by Hodgson, and Benaldi will get a whistle.
And after Hodgson threw it in, you can see Swigert just circling around the net like a shark after smelling some blood, just waiting for that rebound to pop off. Benaldi had to fight it off a little bit on his shoulder. Good job to kind of close it with his glove and not allow that rebound.
First line out for Arizona State. Draw won by Swigert off the offensive zone draw, but can't get the pass through. Cross crease pass to Rossi. And we'll have another whistle as the net comes off again, as it looks to be two players from both teams trying to jockey for position.
And the Wildcat bench right now making some noise, applauding the efforts on the ice as they continue to hem Arizona State in their own end. Seppinen doing some mental work down between the pipes for the Wildcats, just trying to stay in this mentally, as he hasn't seen too much rubber this third period.
Shots 33-23 in favor of Arizona. Palmer sets up on his own net, and they'll have a controlled breakout. Kruk trying to fit the pass through. He does to Robinson. Kylie Ram in on hot pursuit. Trying to get that puck out of the corner. Robinson trying to help him, as it's still possessed by Arizona, and they'll just flip it out.
Expect to see some simple defensive work here from the Wildcats down the stretch, just like that, getting the puck, winning a battle in their own end, and just chipping it not quite the full length of the ice for a change.
Kylie Ram enters in on the left side. Ridden in by Langus. And it ends up getting taken away by Arizona, again keeping the Sun Devils to the outside of the offensive zone, not allowing any good scoring chances. Kylie Ram settles it down to Tillman, to Robinson. Robinson, the wrist shot, oh! And Seppinen with his hardest stop of the third period there. Sun Devils got a little something going now. Marchand, his wrist shot on, and that's gloved by Seppinen as he has to fight through some traffic to get that.
And you look at that shot from Robinson. That was the one that you were really hoping for if you're the Sun Devil bench, as he was able to walk that in, got a beautiful look. We could line up perfectly from right here, Brett, as we saw that shot ripping in. I thought he might have had a chance to pick that upper left corner, but Sepinen up to the task. And the Sun Devil bench, they are tired as all heck as they decide to take a timeout here.
Looks to be getting a breather for his first line as head coach Austin Klein calling that timeout, as they're now trying to rally the troops down 2 with 2:38 remaining. And we've seen crazier things in hockey, so even though the chips are not in their favor, still got enough time on the clock.
Yeah, the Wildcats have certainly been the better team the majority of the game tonight. However, they'll have to be wary of Arizona State, as this is an offense that we know when they decide to show up, they can score on the likes of pretty much anyone in the WCHL. And the Sun Devils banking highly right now on that fact, as Benaldi elects to go back in the net, and the coaching staff will stick with 5-on-5 for now.
Robinson in the draw against Hughes, won by Hughes. Chioka trying to go for the Hail Mary pass, but he turns it over to Marchant. Chioka has enough time to get it out, but he can't. Olsen keeping it in, but still loose in front. Chioka fighting through a couple Sun Devils. Now it'll come to Lowell. Williamson out in front, and the shot on, and Benaldi, another big save, robbing Arizona.
For the second time in the last 5 minutes, we see Justin Hughes with a golden opportunity in front. Amazing, given that 6'4" frame of his, that he's able to find the soft spot in front of the goaltender of Benaldi. Previously, saw the shot go sailing over the top of the net. This time, deep in his own net, the goaltender for the Sun Devils able to flash the leather and keep them hanging on to this.
Sun Devils win it clean. Quast chips and charges. Newland's there, centers it out in front, but he blindly puts it out in front, and nobody there for the Sun Devils uniform on. Wildcats come back the other way, and Benaldi doesn't know where it is, but he made the stick save. As Sun Devils are going to be a little more aggressive on the offensive end, that means more chances possibly going the other way. 90 seconds remain in the third period. Kruk, as he ends up dropping the pass, will have a whistle, and it looks to be a couple of players getting tangled up behind the play.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was offsides, Brett, as the helmet came off of one of the Wildcat players. I believe Ryan Fisher was the one losing his bucket, and he sits for 2, as does 91 Carter Newland. Those look to be coincidentals, as the faceoff will remain in the offensive zone for Arizona State.
And they are putting those penalties on the board, so that means it's going to be some,
Coincidental minor penalties.
let's see here, 4-on-4 play as a player from each team comes off the bench.
Holding for the Sun Devils, number 91, Carter Newland.
And it looks to be 3 forwards being put out by head coach Austin Klein for Arizona State,
In the third period.
as minute 28 remains. Some open ice might actually help the Sun Devils here, but it gets turned over. Chioka flops it up, but Marchant's the one there to get in front of Ziegler.
Big check laid by Marchant. Beautiful check.
Kylie Ram gets his way in. Tillman fans on the shot as he overhandles the puck. That'll get chipped out.
And with the ice as chewed up as it is, they couldn't get the pass connected, and the Wildcats able to send that down the ice without having to worry about an icing call.
50 seconds remain. Marchant to Kylie Ram. Sun Devils still have the goalie in. One-timer shot from Tillman, and Sepinen's able to track that one in to the legs.
Smart play by Tillman just to get a shot off. We're down to 43.4 on the clock. Sun Devils really need to take advantage of the open ice here, as they need not 1 but 2. They need a quick strike here before they can pull their goaltender.
Still same four-man unit out for Arizona State. Kylie Ram. Both teams are trying to battle for it. It'll come to Arizona stick. Over to Sheetland. Can't get around Marchant. Sun Devils go the other way. 25 seconds left. Tillman. Tillman trying to center that one in front. Gets stopped by Arizona. Kylie Ram. 15 seconds left. At the point, Marchant shot on. Saved by Sepinen. In the corner, Arizona trying to eat the puck, and they do as they keep it to the boards. And time ticks off the clock. And Arizona battles back against Arizona State in the Territorial Cup Series. And they get the win here tonight in Tempe.
Wildcats doing a great job tonight. It seemed like the first 10 minutes of the game, it was all Arizona State, and ever since then, the Wildcats just kind of eased into their game, and they just clinically took apart Arizona State with some great finishing, some timely goals, and then some team defense by the way of offense. The way they were forechecking all night long was extremely impressive.
As we see the Sun Devils saluting the crowd, a big crowd, biggest crowd of the season so far, as they appreciated their support. They were rowdy all night. And as we get things situated here inside Mountain America Community Iceplex, as it was a tough contested game, as it always is in these rivalry games. And we'll see what that carries over to for tomorrow's contest. As we welcome you inside Mount America Community Iceplex, Brett Vaughn alongside Niall Cooper. And Niall, for Arizona State, might be a game that they want to look back on and maybe think that they had it in their hands.
I certainly think that's the case. We saw them come out tonight with something we haven't seen the last month, and that is a good first period effort. Arizona State really seemed to win the battles the first period, something that was not the case the rest of the game, but they seemed a little demoralized going into the locker room down 1-0. U of A putting on the perfect road effort of weathering the storm early. They had some big saves, some big blocks, and then got a timely goal in the first, and from there it was all downhill for the Sun Devils.
And now what is your player of the game for tonight?
Well, I think you could go a lot of ways. Sepinen was very good for the Wildcats between the pipes, but I think Sheetland was really good as a forward. He was in every square inch of this ice. It seemed like he was covering. He was in the face-off circle. He was winning battles down low, creating chances offensively. You could even see him with a little chagrin after some of the plays in front of the net, just letting the Arizona State defense know that he knew he had their number. I thought he led the way for the Wildcats and really helped them get out to that lead and just get a huge road victory tonight.
Big game by Arizona to, again, answer getting that loss down in Tucson against Arizona State, and they put on a great performance tonight. Want to let you know our next broadcast is tomorrow night as both of these teams face off again here at Mountain America Community Iceplex, with game time being at 7:30. Before we go tonight, we want to say thank you to a very special group of people that helped make this broadcast possible. Want to say thank you to our cameramen, Royce and Parker. Also want to say thank you to our quality control engineer back in Network Central was Doc Cooper. And also want to give a big shout out to our production extraordinaire, Dr. Ben Smith. For the final time tonight, for my partner Niall Cooper, I'm Brett Vaughn, reminding you of tonight's final score. Arizona State comes out on the losing end as they lose to the Arizona Wildcats by the score of 3-1. Thank you so much for tuning in, and so long from Tempe, Arizona.
Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't clutch the button. Never in the block with the up for events. Skin kept close to the it's on tap, ready to go and jump out. Right side it came. Right side. Kicks on and I'm good. Pitched up on my own. Right side it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked up. I turned ghost on them. I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone. Head missed and I dipped and shit. Clock that it got long. Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop. Watch the in. Never in the block with the up for events. Skin kept close to be putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump in. Right side, king. Right side, it king. Right side, it king. Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't clutch the button. Never in the block with the up for events. Skin kept close to be putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump out. Right side, it came. Right side. Kicks on and I'm good. Pitched up on my own. Right side it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked up. I turned ghost on them. I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone. Head missed and I dipped and shit. Clock that it got long. Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop. Watch the in. Never in the block with the up for events. Skin kept close to be putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump in. Right side, king. Right side, it king. Right side, it king. in the blem, free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't clutch the button. Never in the block, what do you got for events? Skin kept close, could you button on them with the tips on 10? Back in the back, that's on tap, ready to go and jump out. Right side, it came. Right side. Kicks on and I'm good. Pitched up on my own. Right side, it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked up. I turned ghost on them, I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone. Head missed and I dipped to shit. Clock that